schemes, Annual Chamber, Indian Chamber of Commerce and their teams. And warm welcome to all of you to this 7th AbC Business Show, which is a flagship event that represents Meghalaya visions for stronger, more dynamic and investment-friendly futures. Under the revolutionary leadership of our Honourable Chief Minister, Meghalaya is rapidly transforming into a premier investment destinations, and this transformation is being driven by a progressive policy framework, rapid infrastructural developments, and proactive governance ecosystems that facilitates ease of doing business. And today, Meghalaya's positions itself as a strategic gateway for trade and investments. Our state is endowed not only with abundant natural resources, but also with boundless opportunities across tourism, agriculture, technologies, and manufacturing. Through our bold visions, we aim to grow Meghalaya economy from $5.9 billion to $10 billion by 2028, fueled by 10 strategic opportunities and 10 guarantees. And this initiative prioritizes investment promotions and private sector developments, offering a substantial 1 billion opportunities for contributions from private entities. Our tourism sector, a cornerstone for Meghalaya economy, continues to flourish, and in 2023, we welcomed 1.5 million tourists, and by 2028, we aim to reach 2 million visitors annually. Our festivals like Cherry Blossoms, Megons, and the Hill Festival showcase Meghalaya vibrant culture featuring music, arts, and local cuisines that captivates visitors from all over the globe. And this event combined with opportunities in ecotourism and cultural tourism make Meghalaya one of the most sought after opportunities in ecotourism and cultural tourism. Meghalaya one of the most sought after even this tourism, which is now set to become one of the top travel destinations in the coming years. The state cultural heritage is equally rich in textiles and handicraft, producing high-quality silks, whitefish such as Eri, Muga, and mulberries, and these traditions offer immense potential for modern weaving, center and export-oriented productions. To support this effort, the government of Meghalaya has enacted the Meghalaya State Investment Promotions and Facilitations Act 2024 to create a conducive business ecosystems. Through this act, the government has established the Meghalaya Investment Promotions Authority (MEPA) and unified within the states. This authority is designed to offer extensive support to investors, guiding them through the entire process of setting up their ventures. From providing necessary information and resources to navigating security requirements, the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Authority ensure that investors receive comprehensive assistance at every step, at every level. This initiative reflects the government commitment to creating a business-friendly environment and attracting investment to these regions. The new unified investment portal streamlined the application process, making it more accessible for entrepreneurs. This user-friendly portal has eliminated the need for physical touchpoints, with government's department offering status tracking, hassle-free approval within specified timeline, along with simplified payment process. The Meghalaya Investors and Investment Promotion Policy (MIP 2024), which is aligned with the new Government of India schemes, Uttar Purva Transformative Industrialization Schemes 2024, introduces attractive incentives across the 16 priorities sector, promoting sustainable and green growth. Additionally, the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Policy 2024 is serving as a strategic framework and drawing investment at regional and national and international levels. Through this policy, investors can avail multifaceted initiatives towards its ambitions to set a stage for a resilient and thriving economic landscape by successfully addressing the requirement to enhance entrepreneurship ecosystem, boosting productive sectors and various other economic activities. Also, to encourage industrial growth, we also provide customized incentive package for unit investment exceeding 100 crore or for those in green technology industries. The three key themes of this event highlight Meghalaya immense potentials. One of it is empowering growth through technology and innovation, and the Shillong Tech Park is fully operational. The phase 2 of Shillong Tech Park is nearing completion and it will be operationalized this calendar year itself. The construction of Turok Tech Park is also progressing very well. By leveraging IT investment, digital transformations, and emerging technologies, and Meghalaya is positioning itself as a hub for governance and economic growth. And Meghalaya Star Investor Connect Sessions is an excellent opportunity for a global investor to interact with the local startups. Next, making Northeast India as an export hub. With its rich agriculture and livestock resources, Meghalaya is poised to lead in agro-processing and food export. Government policies support trade partnerships, enhance export logistics, and provide financial incentive to agri-businesses. And tourism as a growth driver, leveraging ecosystem, adventures tourism, and medical tourism. Meghalaya is focused on sustainable growth through innovations and public-private partnerships. The participation of these important countries today, a high-ranking diplomats and global business leaders, reaffirms Meghalaya position as a critical player in the BBINs and Asian economic corridors. This event is a testament to the strong international interest in Meghalaya as business and investment destinations. The multiple B2Bs and B2G meeting is scheduled over the next 3 days will help facilitate investment, type of fosters, trade relations, and create long-term economic collaborations. I encourage investors, entrepreneurs, and industry leaders present here to explore the vast opportunities Meghalaya has to offer. Our government is committed to provide all necessary support to facilitate seamless investment and long-term partnerships. Together, let us unlock the true potential of Meghalaya, driving economic transformations and establishing the state as a beacon of growth, innovation, and investment. Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you to the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and Minister of Commerce and Industries, Government of Meghalaya. Now, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming the Chief Guest of today's event, Shri Konrad K. Sama, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya.
Groups and individuals who have come together, program a possibility, officials from Invest Meghalaya, from Meghalaya Investment Promotion Authority, and from ICC. I first of all would like to thank Invest India as well as ICC for having organized the 7th Act East Business Show. But at the same time, I also would like to put up a protest because I've been made to take up a very difficult task. And the task is to keep 500 tired and, more importantly, hungry people focused and keeping their attention on the concluding parts of this particular program. So I do apologize to all of you for having had to go through this very, very long, drawn program. But if you look at the people who spoke, the countries they represent, and more importantly, the content and the areas which they spoke about, this truly is about the Act East policy of our country. And with the inputs that we received from so many of our dignitaries, you can make out the importance of a program like this. And hence, I'm very happy, even though it was quite long, I'm very happy that we had representatives from all the different countries participating, who got an opportunity to share their ideas, and the people who are out here, who are participating, could get a very strong sense of what we all are trying to do out here. Having said that, what is most important for us as a state government and as a nation is the strong partnership that we built. I always believe that these events will come and go. But what is important for us, and it's not necessary that everything will happen in this one event, and we can't expect. We have to be practical when we move forward. And hence, the partnerships and the understanding and the bonding and friendship which we develop in and through programs like these should be the most important part and takeaway from this program for each one of us. I'm happy that this program is being hosted by us here in the state. I'm happy that this program is not just one day affair. It's through next couple of days where at multiple levels we'll be engaging with each other. I want to tell you that while we do this program, it's not that we're just having this program for the sake of having this program. There is a very strong political will that is pushing this entire agenda of taking the northeast part of India as well as the country forward. And this political will comes all the way from the top, from the Honorable Prime Minister of this nation, to the Chief Ministers of the northeastern states, and also the will at the level of our officials, our administration, our bureaucrats. You have seen in the presentations that have been given by us regarding the different policy initiatives that have been taken. I don't want to go into the details of the presentation, but if some of you remember the second graph that we showed regarding the GDP or GDP which we call of the state, you could see that the last decade, especially towards 18, 19, 20, the time when we have taken over, we have seen the growth rate going above the national average, touching 13.5% in the last 7 to 8 years. And this has not just happened because things automatically happen. There is a will, and there is a process, there is a policy, and there are initiatives that have been taken to make that growth a possibility. And with the different kind of institutional setups that we have created, the different kind of involvement that we have done at multiple levels, the different activities we have done to bring up entrepreneurship, especially our young entrepreneurs from our own state. These are testaments to the intention and the goal that we as a government and as a country, as a state, we have for our state and also for this great nation of ours. I also believed that as a state government and as a country, we must dare to dream big. I've seen many, many nations in this world, we all have seen, that could be much smaller than, say, India, in terms of its population, economy. But they have been able to produce world leaders in manufacturing, in IT, and many other sectors like automobile, just because they had the desire and the goal and the will to dream at that level. And therefore, for us as a government, we have set ourselves very high goals, very difficult goals, even to the extent that some people say, can you actually do it? And we tell them, well, we don't know, but we'll never know till we don't try. And that is why we are very keen and very positive when it comes to programs like these. We have set the foundations, we have created the policy infrastructure, we have created the institutional network at the grassroots level, and we are now hoping that we will be able to take advantage of all of this and be able to get that growth at a different level and take our state forward in the days to come. While we do that, I also want to share that for us as a state government, and for me especially as a Chief Minister, growth is important. But the growth must come with sustainability. And the sustainability can only come if we work closely with aspects of the environment, aspects of our culture, our tradition, our community. And as a government, we have believed that while growth is important and growth can be achieved and will be achieved, it will be done with the respect that we must give to the environment, to our community, to our tradition, and to our culture. And that is very, very crucial for us as we move forward. I also have been very clear in terms of my thought process when it comes to Act East. And at multiple levels and discussions with Honorable Prime Minister and Minister of External Affairs, the donor ministry, and all the other ministries, that when we talk of Act East for the region, we cannot have one Act East policy. Every zone or every state in the Northeast, though part of the Northeast, is very unique. For Meghalaya, we have a very long border with Bangladesh. And therefore, the zones of Myanmar may not be of that critical importance to, say, a state like Meghalaya, as much as it is for us with Bangladesh. And hence, the zones that we create on how to create the conducive environment for Act East for Northeast and Bangladesh, Northeast and Myanmar, Northeast and Philippines, Northeast and Malaysia, Indonesia, we'll have to figure out on how these zones can be created and strategies on which states should be part of which zone, and have specific targets to move forward in specific areas and coordinate with each other. And I think this has to be done at a micro level. Otherwise, we will continue to have programs like these, but not actually be able to reach to any conclusive outcome. And my suggestion also would be that it's not always necessary that we have to start big. Partnership is about trust. Partnership is about working together for a situation where we are able to create a win-win situation for each one. And therefore, where can we actually do that and make it possible? It will be critical for us to identify those areas, start with few success stories. As we say, nothing sells better than success. And we'll be able to move forward in those zones, in those areas, and be able to create the success stories. And that success, I hope, will be able to create that entire momentum that we are all looking for in the long run to actually unlock the potentials that are there when it comes to the Northeast region and also Act East policy as a whole. So this is something that I personally feel that we must move forward with, and I'm sure that we'll be able to really create that environment by being able to create those partnerships and those zones that are necessary. I also would like to share that for us as a state of Meghalaya, we have shared some glimpses of how we have moved forward, the areas which we are very bullish about, be it the music economy, or as Honorable Prime Minister says, the concert economy, be it about the sports economy, and obviously entrepreneurship being at the base and the foundation of driving every single sector of it. We are very clear on how we want to move forward in the areas which we are trying to move forward in. So therefore, I will not stress too much on that, but I do hope many of our entrepreneurs are here, and we also made sure that our self-help groups are here. We believe in cooperative kind of a process where public and community is involved. So we have self-help groups who are manufacturing different products, supported by Government of India, supported by the state government. I would like to see on how our entrepreneurs and our market linkages could be utilized to really promote what these different self-help groups are doing. And if we can actually bring up the economy based on the different self-help groups, the different cooperative societies that are there, I'll tell you the result will be more meaningful and will be more inclusive. I know it's not always the perfect way and it will not work in all, but even if we give a target and say that 25% to 30% of the initiatives we take must be based with self-help groups and cooperative societies, I think that would be a great way to move forward. And also to conclude, I also would like to say, I'm not a very big fan of signing of MOUs as such. I know that we have a lot of history and plans when we sign a lot of memorandum of understanding. It's a good thing. It sends a very positive signal that we are moving towards something. But I would encourage you to look at the long run. Things don't happen in a single day, and definitely partnerships and trusts are not built in a matter of hours. It takes time. And let us not get into the trap of trying to work and sign a particular MOU just so that this particular event looks great. I really would like to encourage you to move forward in a way that we'll actually be able to send a message to the people of the region, to the people of the state and the country as a whole, that look, let us move in a practical way, realistic way, in a way in which we actually create success stories and come out with real outcomes. I truly believe that. And I thought that this is a great platform to share that while MOUs are important, I strongly advocate in creating small success stories. Of course, if we can have big success stories, nothing like it. But even if we cannot, it's good to have, realistic stories, realistic MOUs, projects which we can really make, a difference in. It may take some time, but I strongly feel it can move forward. And it's very important, my point being, it's very important when we have programs like these, that the continuity has to be there. So I do hope that while we're having this 7th Act East, it's important to engage. It's important to meet each other all the time. It's important to talk about the differences and the difficulties and the challenges we face. And only then can we actually find a way forward in this. And I know that things have not been as smooth as one would want in the past many, many years. But let me share with all our delegates coming from all the different parts of the world. I'm told that there are 14 nations who are participating today. That India today is not the India that was there many, many years or decades back. Whether you talk of the overall policy infrastructure, whether you talk of the overall financial resources, whether you talk about the youngsters and the different drive that they have in them to really make things happen, the entrepreneurship, the risk-taking capacity, and the will to take risks. This is a very different India compared to how things were in the past. And therefore, this is a great time to invest and to move forward in and to take advantages. Every state and every region is unique. You may not find everything you're looking for in one state, but you will find everything in one of the states. That's how India is. And that's what is the speciality and the greatest strength for our nation. And even from the political point of view, there's a very strong relationship when it comes between the states and the central government, and things are moving forward in a very, very positive manner. We are also working very hard. We realize that having partnerships, not just with different investors, but with nations is important. And so we've been working very closely. I also encourage that nations should connect with whatever you call them, states, provinces, prefectures, whatever the nomenclature used. I think it's important that you have a connection with a prefecture, a state, or a province. I think that is the way to move forward. For us, Japan is one nation that we're working very closely with. And one of the nations, the prefecture, there is a location or a state called Miyagi. And Meghalaya has moved very aggressively to have a partnership with the state, with that particular state, province / prefecture. And that's one way I feel that we can really move forward in, and I think it's important. So whether it is Indonesia, whether it's Malaysia, whether it's any of the larger nations, Philippines, Thailand, I think it would be a great idea if one of the states and provinces can have that sister state, sister province, or prefecture relationship. And I think that would really be one of the ways to kind of give things a better shape, so that we are actually able to move forward in a very practical way. So once again, I congratulate each and every one of you who's out here, and thank all of you for participating in this program. I thank all our delegates who have come from so many different nations. You're all very, very warmly welcome here in our state. We are a state and people which loves, or who love, sports, and we love music, and I hope that you will be getting a taste of that towards the evening. It's something to really look forward to also, because this is the first time that we'll be having an actual international qualifier match in Shillong. Shillong, that's for soccer or football. So India-Bangladesh match is there this evening at 7 o'clock, and I'm hopeful that all of you will join us to be part of that particular football match. And yes, you have to support India. I'm just joking. I can see our friends from Bangladesh, and so I'm sure that they will be very particular in supporting Bangladesh. But yes, and after that, of course, we'll be having some dinner and some music, so you'll get a taste of our music also and our hospitality during the evening. So I look forward to the deliberations, discussions of these next 2-3 days program. I wish this program a great success, and I once again thank and congratulate Investor Meghalaya, the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Authority, and the ICC, and all the other delegates and participants who have come and made this program a huge success. With these few words, wishing you all the very best. Thank you very much. Pleasure, Nutella, and Jai Hind.
Thank you very much to our Honorable Chief Minister for his